Hi guys, and welcome to my camper conversion YouTube channel. I'm just about to talk about a little audio issue that I've run into just while I've been setting up the projector and the laptop and speakers, the internal entertainment equipment that I've been putting into the van. I've just hit a little snag on setting up the speakers, but before I go into that, I'd just like to encourage anybody watching here, if you do find this video useful, please do rate it and do subscribe below as well, because it's thanks to you guys that I keep doing these videos, because I do like getting all of the likes and comments back just to show that my videos are coming in handy and I'm helping out other people out there that might be hitting the same sort of thing. So remember, if you do find the video useful, please do rate it, do subscribe and check my channel for more videos. Thanks. So, on with this one. So the issue I've got here is I've recently installed a projector into the van, and when I was installing the projector I fitted some speakers. These are 12 volt PC speakers and they're wired directly into the battery, and they aren't sharing any power lines with anything else that I've got in here. Now I know the speakers work perfectly fine, they were working great in the house. Now when I brought them into the van and I've had them hooked up on my phone, on a laptop, and also the projector's in the house at the moment, but it's exactly the same issue regardless of what I'm plugging the speakers into. For some reason it looks as though I'm getting some sort of ground loop feedback going through the speakers. I can give you a demo of this, but basically all it is whenever you're plugging in an audio jack cable, just like your normal standard 3.5mm audio jacks, whenever I'm plugging that into a music source, if it's unpowered, the music's coming out the speakers perfectly fine, perfectly crisp, clear. But then as soon as I plug a power source into whatever's giving out the music, say whether it's the laptop, whether it's my phone, or again whether it was the projector that was wired up there, all of a sudden the noise coming out of the speakers just turned into interference and crackle and pop, rather than the actual music that you would expect to come out. I'll give you an example of this. As I say, I've got some free YouTube downloadable music here. At the moment this laptop is not plugged in, so if I click play on this, the music should come out nice and crisp and clear, and then when I plug the laptop charger in, you'll be able to hear the interference that I mean. So I'll just plug this in now and play the music. And you can hear that's nice, crisp, clear music. There's no interference coming through that at all whatsoever. I'll just turn it down a little bit there. But as I say, there's no issues with that sound there at all, because at the moment this laptop isn't plugged into a power source, it's just running off the battery. So now when I plug the laptop charger in, you'll probably start to hear lots of hissing, crackling, popping coming from the sound. So I'll plug this in, I'll leave the camera next to the speaker so you can hear the difference. I'm sure you can hear that horrible interference there. You can barely actually make the music out over the actual interference noise. And it doesn't matter how much I wiggle cables or the power supply, this, that, the other. It seems to be a ground loop issue. And as you can hear, that just is not enjoyable to listen to at all. So I'll just turn that back off and stop the music. Now, when I was trying to research what this issue would be, the vast majority of videos that I did come across online seemed to be pointing in towards like a 110/240 volt issue, and that's generally where you have earthing issues, and if you bypass the earth, then that will resolve the issue. Now, that doesn't really come into play in here because I'm running off a completely 12 volt DC system. There's no AC involved, there's no earthing involved, it's literally just your positive and your negative for all of the electrics in here, basically everything from the lights to the speakers, laptop chargers, my USB charging, this, that, the other. Everything is just 12 volt in here, running just positive and negative. So in theory, there is no earth for me to bypass to try and resolve this issue. So after having a really good search online, I managed to find a little audio jack filter. Now this one is called MPOW. Now I will put a link in the description of the video of where you can actually buy one of these from, because this was, I think it was £4, £5, something like that. So for the sake of £5, $6 or $7, it absolutely filters out all of the actual audio interference that I was getting through the laptop. So I'll plug this in. Actually, I'll put the speakers back on just so you can hear the interference again. Then I'll plug this in and turn the speakers back on again while the laptop's powered, and you'll be able to tell a hell of a difference. As I say, that this itself should eliminate all of the interference, all of the hissing, crackling, popping, and this should in effect do the same job regardless of whether you're running off 12-volt systems like I am in here, or whether you're actually plugging it in into your 110 or 240 volt systems at home, whether you're plugging this in between a guitar and an amp, just anything where you're having any sort of interference, where you're using just a normal bog standard 3.5mm audio jack. If you're plugging that into an audio source and you're getting hissing, crackling, popping, any sort of interference at all, that's where one of these audio filters should come in really handy. And as I say, for the sake of a couple of quid, the difference it makes is absolutely astonishing. So as I say, I'll just plug this back in. And I say, this is what I'm having to contend with. Lots of beeps, hits, cracks, popples. It just sounds horrible. So I will unplug the audio jack, and then this just has two inputs, one either side. It doesn't even matter which way around you put it, whether you put it at the audio source end or the speaker end. I've tried both ways around and it works perfectly fine. So I'll just pop the camera down and I'll get this wired in. And you just have your normal 3.5 audio jack going into one end, and then there's another little jack coming out the other. That just plugs into, again, your audio out. And if you now listen to that audio, and this is still while the laptop's powered, there's absolutely no interference there at all whatsoever again. So for the sake of a couple of quid for one of these MPOW audio filters, and as I say, the link for one of these is in the description, so have a look in the description for the link for that. And as I say, for the sake of a couple of quid, you can hear there the difference it's made. Perfectly crisp, perfectly clear, no hissing, buzzing. And again, if I take it back out and just plug the speakers straight back in again, and that's where the interference comes back again. Take that back out, plug the filter back in, speakers into the filter, perfect audio again. Now I've tried this on using my laptop, using my phone, also with the 12-volt projector when it was in place obviously, and this filter worked perfectly on every single audio output that I tried it on. Let me stop the music there. But as you can see, just for the sake of a couple of quid, and it just sits right in between your music out or audio out, regardless of whether it's a laptop, whether it's a phone, whether it's a TV that you're plugging external speakers into, whether it's a projector, even if you're running just off your normal head unit and you're wanting to wire that into more speakers and you're just getting any sort of interference with it. This is all you need, as I say, just an audio filter, 3.5mm audio jack audio filter. And as I said, do check the description, there'll be a link in there of where I got this one. And as I say, that's all you need just to completely eliminate any audio hiss, buzz, crackling. And as I say, that's how you get your perfect sound coming straight back out of your system. So again, just one last quick demo difference between the two. This is without the filter. Sounds horrible. Now with the filter, push play, crisp, clear sound, no hissing, no crackling, no interference. There we go, that is how I have completely resolved my audio interference issues, running some 12-volt PC speakers, going through different audio outputs. As I say, that includes the laptop, that includes my iPhone, It also includes my HD 12V projector that I've also just recently fitted in as well. So if you want to have a look at that video, have a look at my channel. And again, if you want to have a look at any of the conversion videos, I've pretty much documented the entire conversion of this van on my channel. Everything from making the bed, fitting the seats, carpeting, insulation, fitting windows, toilet, kitchen, fridge, everything's actually documented on my channel. So as I say, do feel free to have a look at there, see what other useful videos are on there. If you found this video useful, do please rate it. It only helps to get this channel out to a wider audience. And as I say, do subscribe below to keep up with my camper conversion channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found the video useful. Cheers.